Okay, take 75. Thanks, guys, for joining me today. I'm Erica Hughes. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I upload a new video. Okay, this first pour, there's going to be 2 pours in this today. This first one is a failed. But I wanted you guys to see a failed pour, and I wanted you guys to see how I utilize that paint immediately for another pour. That first color is Payne's Gray by Dick Blick, and I did deepen it with a small amount of Carbon Black by Golden. And what I mean by a small amount is about a teaspoon of Carbon Black into that half pint cup. So it doesn't take a lot to deepen your color with the golden paints because they're so highly pigmented. Okay, so I am spreading down this base layer on a 14-inch MDF moisture-resistant round. And just going for a nice thin layer. These are my Dutch pour paints. And the recipe is, well, I'll say I mix them with USA Floetrol and water. I will link a mixing video in the description box underneath this video. You just click on it, and it'll take you to that video when you're done watching this one if you'd like to see it. My pigments are mixed with a golden gloss gel. You can use regular or heavy. I kind of go back and forth. If sometimes, say the heavy one's sold out, so I'll get the regular one's sold out, I get the heavy. So I mix that into water and, thin it down to Dutch pour consistency. And then I wet my pigments first, and then just with that same mix, and then just add a little bit of more of that mix. So I have a nice, 2 ounces, 3 ounces of paint. So the first color, what looks white, is actually an interference gold. And that's by this little piggy. So it looks white, but then when the light hits it, it shifts to gold, and it's stunning. And I'm laying down Prussian blue on top of that by Amsterdam. When you lay that Prussian blue on that interference gold, oh my gosh, it is stunning. Love it. So that peach color is Golden Peach by this little piggy pigments. And you can see the little jars over there on the right. And then again, I put down that Prussian blue on. Now, looking back, I shouldn't have added that golden peach to this pour. I wish I would have just done it all the interference gold. It's called ball gown, sorry. And then that Prussian blue. I think it would have just been a stunning piece. I did one off camera, and I did put it up on Instagram. You guys really seem to like it, or my followers over on Instagram, so I thought I'd recreate it. And of course I went and added another color that I didn't add into it, and so we're gonna have to do it again at a later date. You can see I got some really cool cells now. I know you naturally get cells with the American Floetrol, but I'm getting some seriously gorgeous cells when I'm using the pigments because of that. I believe it's that gel gloss. And they stay nice and round. They don't move. I love them. So as you can see here, that from our angle, that top half of the round is just, it's not very nice, I don't think. The bottom half is stunning. And again, I wish I would have just done the whole board like that. But I didn't. So it is what it is. I don't know. I wasn't happy with it. So we're just going to mix that all up and make a stunning base for a Dutch pour. And I'll do that just after I get this all mixed up. So if you wanted to, like in this specific video, I'm blending all the colors completely, so it's just everything's mixed up evenly. If you wanted to, you can just kind of, at this stage right now, just blow it out, and you'd have a nice little, well, potentially a nice marbly kind of background for a Dutch pour, or you may even just get a cool pour out of that and want to keep that. So you gotta, I'm just checking the roast potatoes, guys. Make sure I'm not burning them. And they're looking good. Sorry about that. So yeah, we're just mixing it all up, and I'm gonna spread it out. I think I actually blow this out with the hairdryer. You could do either or. Just even mixing all that paint together is very satisfying. For me anyway. So by mixing all that together, and because I was using some shimmery pigments, I have this like really stunning background for the Dutch pour that I'm about to do. But you'll see it in the close-up after I do the Dutch pour. It is just, I think it is stunning. So you guys let me know what you think. So yes, again, I'm just mixing it all up so it's all evenly mixed. And I just wanted to show you guys that, like, just because I post videos of the pieces that I think are not fails, but like I do fail. I would have some stages where, you know, the whole week I'm just like, it seems like every pour is a fail, and it happens to all of us. So don't be discouraged. It takes time. Even the best pourers out there are failing, and you're probably only seeing their successes because that's, you know, what you guys want to see on the YouTube. So don't be discouraged. We all have our fails. So now I'm just spreading it out just to, you know, get the nice thin layer down to prepare for the Dutch pour. And I do add in a different color than the previous pour that I did. And you can see it's definitely deeper in color now. And you can't see, I don't think I can't see right now, but you can't see the shimmer amazingness that's going on there. You will, however, when I give the close-up. So this is the ball gown, the interference gold. So I know it looks white, but once you get light on it, it's like gold. And then the Prussian blue is the same as the last time. And then now the next color I'm putting down it's by Matisse, and I bought it for my blooms. However, I can't even go into the bloom thing right now. I'm having a very hard time with my untinted base paint, but that's just a whole nother video. So I bought this for my blooms because it's very expensive, but it's so pigmented that the tiniest bit goes a very long way, and it'll take over if you're not careful. If you put too much, it'll just like take over. But it'd be great if you wanted to use it as your like dominant color. So I did want to try it in a Dutch pour, and I love it. I only had to use the tiniest bit, and I put a bunch of Floetrol in it just to extend it because it's very highly pigmented. But again, it's expensive, and I would hold off on getting it if you're a beginner or anything, because I know when we're beginning fluid art, if you're a beginner, you're using and wasting a lot of paint, and the last thing I want you to do is go out and get really expensive paints, do your techniques, and then just you'll just totally be discouraged. That happens to me too. If I use, like, even when I'm using my pigments, I'm like, oh gosh, like if I have a fail, it's like, oh. So I'm trying to utilize all my waste, my failed paint. Now I'm just rambling, but you know, again, I'm like on my last bit of the USA Floetrol, so even the little drips on the side there, I will be scraping those, or I did scrape those up, and I put them in a cup, and I'll add them to another base paint because it's too much. You just have to utilize it all. Anyway, I hope you guys like this Dutch pour. Check out this close-up, and I'm gonna have to say goodbye in a second because during the close-up it'll end me there. But yeah, I'm just blowing out a little bit, just to a few bits that I wanted to just blow out, fine tune. But this is probably one of my favorite Dutch pours, I think. That Red Violet, that's what it was. Red Violet by Matisse is, I love the amount, like, I thought it was perfect color balance. In my eyes, guys. It's every, you know, I'm not like, oh, it's just perfect. I'm just saying, for me, it is the right amount. So yes, stick around for the close-up so you can see that shimmery background. But I'm gonna say goodbye because I will get cut off, and that's the last thing I want to do is just do a voiceover and then at the end not even have time to say goodbye. So let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday, and I will yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, leave me a comment, let me know what you guys think. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.